One, two, three.
I think I was a baby when I already touched the ball in the house and kicked the ball. I think even my first words was ball as a baby. So since young it was just a passion that was in me, I think. And my mom and dad encouraged me to develop this even further. So I think it started already since I was born and it's still here. I was playing in an amateur team in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. I think I was around 12 years old when it started to be more serious, when professional clubs started to ask if I could join them. Utrecht was one of them. At that moment I realized, hey, my dream is to become a professional football player. I will join a professional football club now. It started to get real, it started to get close, and I remember as the day of yesterday I was so happy that I was chosen to go professional, because what I said earlier, as a baby my first word was ball, so all I wanted to do was become a professional football player, and this was the first step to realize it. The challenges, I would say, if I start really young, I think when I really turned into a professional football player was the moment I signed my first contract, when I started to earn money about football, because before football was just a hobby, right? I mean, you play football because you love it, but once you start to earn your money with football, it becomes work. I think the first difficulty was I just signed my contract. I was 17 years and I got injured, like a really bad injury, and I broke my ankle and I was out for like 1 year. And I started to think, wow, what if I don't come back? Like, what if I not reach my old level? Maybe my dream is over. So I think this was the hardest challenge. Luckily I overcome the moment and I came back. Of course, every year you have new challenges and new situations where you face difficulties, but that's part of life. I remember that 2017 I was playing in Scotland, very cold, raining, always grey weather, and I got a phone call of an agent who asked me, hey, would you be interested to play football in Indonesia? I didn't know nothing about Indonesian football. I haven't saw it on TV before, and then he just told me, Google it. And I started to Google Indonesian football and I saw the passion and the supporters, and I couldn't believe, like, is this real? So far away, because I was in Europe, and I remember I go on a plane, I don't know where I go. I went to Makassar, of all places in the world, and from that moment it was just crazy, like everything went so well, and yeah, we started to win games and people really liked me. I started to speak the language, and that was the moment I feel like, wow, this is Indonesia. So after playing for PSM Makassar for 3 years, I moved to Persija Jakarta, and unlucky Corona came and the league stopped, football stopped, and I remember that at that time in Persija we had a lot of problems, and so when football came back I decided to move to Persib Bandung because my old coach was there and they really wanted to sign me. So I made a crazy transfer in Indonesian football to go from Persija to Persib. Very controversial, but it worked out. It worked out. Amazing club, a lot of supporters, super supportive. Yeah, we did really well. I did well. It took me to the national team. So yeah, I cannot complain with everything that happened so far. The most unforgettable match will be PSM Makassar against Persija in GBK in Jakarta. For 78,000 people, Cup final, Piala Indonesia. I think that one I will never forget in my life. I remember I walk on the pitch as a captain and I see the stadium full, 78,000 people, and I was like, this is unbelievable experience. I will say you need dedication and the hunger to succeed, because in my experience, if you're really hungry to win, to succeed, to become the best version of yourself, you will succeed in any way, not only in sport or as an athlete, but in life. And I think as an athlete, this is the most powerful skill you can have, to have the dedication and hunger to succeed. I will not say I'm the biggest talent in the world or in Indonesia. I know that I work the hardest, and I think my work rate and the hunger to succeed and to work is maybe one of my biggest skill I have in life, and this is what brought me so far here. Hi, I'm Marc Klok, professional football player in Indonesia, and you're watching Daman TV.